This is it. Oh, if I had something to hold, that would be nice. Here's my plant, yucca. It's a lovely plant. So, I don't even know where to begin, but yeah, I don't have a script, I don't have anything. I put on a little shirt, look, I gotta put on some jeans, you know, to try to get in the mood for this. To be honest, I don't even know where I'm going with this, from what angle. I guess there's a few things on my mind that I would like to just express and say, you know. I guess the subject being today of kind of duality of life, the inner battle in your brain between wanting success on one end and wanting, I guess, spirituality on the other. And it's hard to know when you start off, or hard to judge it. And being on this quest in your brain, trying to figure out what it is exactly that you want, you know, and it's kind of like, you can't really tell, you know, and like society, when you're born in, you know, you think success is having money, status, having a big job. Like a little background for myself, I went to college, I studied business accounting. After that, I was fully sure, you know, if I get a nice accounting, finance job, it would make me feel great, passionate. But yeah, as soon as I finished college, I did 6 months in one job, 6 months in another, and 9 months in another. And there was just still this hole inside, you know, not satisfied, not fulfilled. Something was missing. I don't know what it was. But yeah, so I decided to just quit. Just like that, quit. No backup, nothing. Of course, not just being aware here, not one of my best traits, but that's what happened. So I just quit, shuffling around, did a little bit of sales, trying to find a meaning, you know. And yeah, I guess when I was younger, I was a bit more spiritual, and as I grew up, I got logical, from the brain working, the logic took over. So I really thought it was money, status, and big things I wanted, you know. But yeah, after that, I went back, did a bit of construction, doing some carpentry, drywall installation, and all that stuff. And that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I started a business 9 weeks ago, and it's going so far so good. I've been reaching out, cold outreach, getting some responses, starting to do price and bigger tenders, you know. But that thing inside, it's still, there's no satisfaction, no joy, you know, and I'm still trying to look for it, trying to figure out what it is that I want. So I guess this is what the video is about. It's just me trying to talk to the camera, to the world, you know. It's just these thoughts I have in my brain, because, you know, some people say go to therapy and let a therapist listen to your problems, you know. But in my opinion, paying them 80, 100 euro, whatever it is, per session, and they're not really allowed to give you any answers anyway. They're just kind of trying to help you figure out the answers for yourself. Seems a little bit iffy to me, you know. I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. You know, that's, of course, it has benefits to a lot of people, but personally, it wouldn't be my approach. So I'll be thinking what to do instead, and here I am, just gonna ramble onto this YouTube channel I've decided to make about my thoughts. But yeah, circling back to that, it's so yeah, that's kind of what I'm kind of doing at the moment, but there's still something inside that I want. So I'm just wondering, is there other people? I presume there's a lot of other people in the world, you know, they have this inner conflict in their brain between wanting like status and wanting freedom, but figuring out, you know, making the difference, making the, you know, figuring out which it is, what it is that you actually want. Is it the material status? Is it the spiritual one? Is it both of them? That kind of thing, you know. And well, guess what? I have no answers for you. I have no idea. That's why I just picked up this camera and just started rambling into it. Started going ham, speaking all my thoughts. Yeah, as you can tell, there's no structure to this video. There's just me and my plant yucca. I actually got this when I finished college about 5 years ago. She is growing well. I've given her water, sunshine. It's a little bit of damage here, but she's being loved and taken care of. But yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I'm just wondering, do you know other people have same thoughts? There's a lot of things in the world and where it's going and how it's going. It's kind of, if you like to ponder, if you're a ponderer, I do like to think a lot. As you grow a bit older, you start kind of getting a bit lost in all your thoughts and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, nice to meet you. This is, I guess, my first, call it a journal of my mind, being sent out to the world, and sent out to the universe, nearly, you could say. Same as talking to a therapist, but instead of one guy and you paying him money and him not giving you any solutions, maybe other people have the same issues as myself. I wouldn't even call it issues, just more of like a thought experiments going on. It's just like, what does the soul really crave? Is modern society really like meant to kind of enslave us? Not even enslave us, but like if you think of peasants back in the day, they would get some land, they would work on it, in return you get food and a place to sleep. Now we're just going to work for providing our services or selling our products, whatever it might be. We're getting money in return, and with that money we get some food, we get accommodation, a little bit of a holiday maybe and stuff. In that, of course, it depends where you are in the world. I'm here in west of Europe, so I'm blessed in that regard. Of course, it's even just having the ability to sit down and ponder about these things is a blessing, because a lot of places in the world don't even have that. They have more of the primary factors, the survival, food, shelter, there's wars going on, all this kind of stuff. So of course, I know I'm already privileged, yes, that's the word, privileged, to be contemplating these things. Do I look at it as, the prices are going up, rent is going crazy in the Western world, price of goods and all that stuff. So like the barrier between like, the lift before, like you could work hard, make money, then buy a house, save money, use that to invest, maybe grow your overall wealth and all this kind of stuff. And now as society's going in the Western world, that's becoming less and less likely. So it's kind of, we're doing a full circle back to the peasantry, And yeah, so then they say work hard, make money, and pay taxes, of course, pay taxes on everything, pay taxes on your income, pay taxes on all the goods you buy, pay taxes on the car you get, pay taxes on insurance, pay tax on the property, pay fucking tax on your electricity. You're just getting taxed to death. And who is it? What did they? We're paying taxes to the government, right? In certain cases, yeah, that's fair. But as I've noticed, in many of countries, all these taxes do not correlate with the amount of money that's being put back into society, into goods like education, healthcare, and all this kind of stuff. So there's a mismatch there. If you really think about it, who's in government? They didn't create this government. This was already here for years. That's in every country. They're just political people in power. But anyway, I'm going fully off on the rant in my brain. Got on a little mad one. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But it does feel good to just kind of speak it out loud, just get it off my chest. Many interesting topics out there, Feel like people be going on numb in the world, not really thinking, just kind of doing. Of course, a lot of that is the pre-programming. And yeah, I guess circling back to the, wanting, achieving status, having this inner conflict, which I have, let's say, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do. And I would always think it was status and money I wanted, but I'm really kind of going off that. Now, don't get me wrong, you need money and financial freedom to do what you want in the world and explore the things that you want, but just going back, I guess it's important to follow your heart. A lot of people get into a position and it's something they said, like, for example, if I studied finance and I got into finance and I'm getting bigger jobs and the stress is getting hard, I don't like it, the money's good, but how much does it really help your lifestyle as it increases, not too much anymore after a certain threshold. But then you're stuck in it, that becomes your personality, Then you're like, you can't get out of it, and if you do, you'd feel lost. You'd have all of that gone, taken away from you. So I'm wondering how many people are actually truly living the dream that they want to dream, and I've done a bit of this, bit of that, but I'm still exploring, still searching, I guess. Putting out this video, even just rambling on, is just taking on the risk, taking on the chances. Life is really, it is probabilistic. It's anything could happen. You just need to give it a shot, really. But yeah, this is the last first drum, guys. My first video. Obviously, mad, crazy thoughts, but you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll make some more videos. This is unedited raw. Just bam, my phone. I have it hooked there where my screen is. I have the phone. It's there. I have a little knife, a pen in, kind of to hold it. It's a little DIY job using the Samsung A56. So the quality, of course, is not great, but we'll keep going. See ya.